Welcome, everybody, to the Lonely TARDIS, your journey through Time Lords and space. Where
What the fuck are
I
you doing?
I don't know. I'm voguing. Three wonderful companions get together to talk all things about Doctor Who and the loony. I got this like rated. Welcome to WHO. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Lonely TARDIS coming to you live from somewhere in time and or space.
It's the Beer and Nordy Show. I'm you can see I'm at Dolly. Let me see if I do this right. I'm at Dolly Donski. I got it. Yeah. I have to remember it's mirrored. The person below me right there. I see you down there. Sean Norton.
Hello.
This is like the fucked up Brady Bunch, isn't it?
It is. And this guy right here. This is the one of the only Marcus Annoyed Gamer Beer.
Yeah, I just keep on forgetting to put my Twitter handle in the thing. I'm just like, I'm Beer.
I've left. Actually, you know what? That's not a bad thing. I'm just Beer.
I can see up your dress from here, Marcus. It's
there you go.
A good view. It's a good view.
Hey,
I'm wearing pants.
Yeah, I'm wearing shorts. Okay. Gentlemen, always great to chat.
I was thinking because we doing a couple of these slow ones in the middle, if people just play them back to back, it's almost like you could just binge our show, and it's like we never stopped. You brought up the same jokes we ended last week with. This is great. The flow, the flux flow here.
The flux. What the flux?
What the flux?
What the flux?
Prime Chib.
Prime Chib. Speaking of Prime Chib, today we're going to talk about the fourth. Actually, I've had some Prime Chib over the last. No, it's Prime Rib. We're going to talk about the fourth episode of this series, season 13 of the Doctor Who show. By the way, happy birthday, Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah.
Today is the 58th anniversary of Doctor Who. So, yeah, the show is old. It's not that old.
I thought it was 59 today.
What? Is it? No, 58.
2023 is when the 60th is.
Okay,
that's right. Okay, got it. We're going to talk about yes, like I said, fourth episode of The Flux, Village of the Angels. So just quick beef rundown. There's no beef in this one. There may be during the chat. The angel that we saw at the end of the last episode that was somehow inside the TARDIS. The Doctor basically reboots the TARDIS, kicks this angel out. They get zoomed into the town of the village of Medderton, and come to find out that this angel actually had a purpose. And there's lots of angels. Oh, there he goes. You know what you should do? Actually, it works out great because it looks like you have the crown above your head there too. Which is
somebody should put music to this. Just put music to you going in.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you, Dali. You recapped it, and it was lovely. It was a wonderfully succinct recap. But unfortunately,
let's dive in. Do it. Zoom in.
Very interesting episode. Some very cool shit up until that final 90 seconds.
Oh.
I'm gonna mute. I want to hear him go.
Mm-hmm.
No, look. So you want to know the really annoying thing is I might have figured it out.
Uh-oh.
So do you remember the end of time where we had Tim Dalton as Rassilon?
Yeah.
And his final scene where he, all the Time Lords are breaking through and they're all coming through this void in time or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the woman who we thought is the Doctor's mother or whatever, like the weeping angels of old.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have this thing with the Doctor today, or this week, with the Division and the weeping and I mean, shit, she becomes a weeping angel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I think he's just gone and screwed all of the any and all potential cool shit with regards to what the
continuity
angels' origins are. Is the Division a Gallifreyan unit? Is like Gallifreyan special troops? are people who are Time Lords who become naughty. Do they become weeping angels? Because this person has, the rogue angel allegedly has memories of the Doctor, the memories that were taken away. And does that mean, is he now writing? And I mean Chibnall, is he basically retconning, going back to that very first episode, Lonely Child, where you see him, where the Doctor has stolen the TARDIS? Is that Doctor getting away from the
division?
And is he trying to bring it all full circle? And that's why the Doctor's been on the run, and we all thought the Doctor was on the run because she stole a TARDIS and kept on coming back to Gallifrey every now and again, and would get the spank on the wrist, but was asked for help and then was given clemency and all this other stuff. So is this where we're going now? Yeah, I mean, and Sean, I don't know where you got that from, Sean, what you just shared in text. So please feel free to join in and share.
Clear your throat. Here we go.
It's my favorite topic, the timeless child.
You're not pretty good at camera stuff, are you? You should be front and center, dude. Then take a camera for crying
He's got
out
the cool,
loud.
like, this is like the what do they call it? The fireplace chat with Sean Norton.
Yeah.
This is not a Wes Anderson movie or a Wes Anderson video podcast.
The TARDIS fandom website
says I'm looking at that as well.
That the Division was a shadowy organization based on Gallifrey, which employed the Doctor as one of its operatives. It was created to intervene when necessary, whereas the official policy of the Time Lords was one of strict non-interference. So basically, in addition to the Timeless Child stuff, Chibs went and created, a CIA. What are they in Star Trek? Is it Section 67? Whatever.
Like that, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Like,
yep.
Men in Black, basically.
An entire Black Ops Gallifreyan organization. That not only is the Timeless Child like a complete ridiculous notion for what the Doctor was and stood for, but the Division is another thing that the Time Lords for forever were. I mean, now granted they were always shown to be hypocrites to begin with, but we're not going to interfere. It's a strict policy not to interfere, except when they feel like interfering. But now there's this whole organization that predates Hartnell and everybody else that is just like, yeah. We're going to go out there and we're everywhere and we employ. How do you even employ a weeping angel? That's what I would like to know.
Right. Yeah,
how do you just go in there unless like the weeping angels of old and they're a spin-off? I don't know. Maybe they're fallen Time Lords. Maybe they're, turned Gallifreyans or whatever. What bothers me is that there was a fair amount to really like in this episode. Like Marcus was saying, like this was a banger of an episode.
Yeah.
There was great angel scares.
58-minute episode, and the first 56 and a half were banging.
They added to the mythos of the angels in a way that like didn't ruin them. There's no giant Statue of Liberty angel. They're not.
Stop it!
They're not
the angel of liberty.
That out of my mind.
There's not like they're not snapping necks or whatever. It was the next like iteration of Angel Bob's voice when they copied that guy's voice over his TV. There's some baller stuff in there. And then there's this whole friggin' like subsection of the Division that is Weeping Angel soldiers. And it's just like, we were so close. We were so close. And I don't know. Again, it's so tainted by all this Timeless Child stuff that I have a hard time just, I don't know. Maybe it would be cool in a different context, but then there's this whole idea of this Division that has apparently been super pissed that the Doctor left, right?
Yeah. And
that was before Hartnell. So that was like 1,200, 1,300 Doctor years ago.
At least.
The fuck have they been? Like, what have they been doing? They're everywhere. They're through all of time and space. They see everything, and they're pissed you left. All right. Have they been busy? Like, that's a long time to forget that you're holding a grudge. Like,
maybe they just pitched she didn't do an exit interview.
There you go. Yeah. You did not go to HR number 13.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm with you. It was a little silly. My theory though is that she wasn't turned into an angel, but they like permanently, but they did something to quantum lock her and transport her back to wherever the vision is.
I kind of agree with you on that one. This is where I'm going to jump in. I loved the episode a lot up until that last 90 seconds. I thought did not sink the landing on that one nearly as well as it could have been. This is my favorite episode of this season because the way that they mix the angels in and the doctor, the scientist, not the doctor, the professor, trying to sync the psychic energy and understand what's going on, and you have the weeping angel inside the mind or inside the body of Claire, I think it was. And then showing them that they're going back in time for the potential energy and all. It was, the way the weeping angels fed. It was such a cool premise that it really did keep me engaged because it reminded me a lot of Blink in that you have people in the past that are trying to get a hold of or communicate with people in the present or in the future or whatever, or that are not as quite in the past. And I thought that was a great throwback to Blink. And these angels were terrifying again, which was really well done because we haven't seen the angels be quite this scary for a long time. They had jumped the shark for a while, and I think now they're back underneath the shark. At least in this episode, they were. The division stuff I felt didn't land it, especially towards the end, where they didn't quite explain how they didn't quite give enough meat to the angel kind of flipping her script or its script to give the doctor away instead of the doctor trying to save her. Was it because the angel didn't feel like the doctor could rescue her? We don't know. They didn't. They don't really quite explain it, and I think that to me is where it had its faults. Now,
wait, what do you mean the angel that was in her brain?
The angel that was in Claire's brain.
Yeah.
How initially, she had talked to the doctor. You're going to help me out of this, and then I'll tell you everything. I'll reveal your past memories.
I understood it as the whole thing was always a double cross because the angel knew it was.
And see, there you go. And that's where I think the failure for me was I couldn't tell if it was meant to be a double cross the whole time or if she was legitimately, because I think the angel could have, the angels could have gotten to the doctor pretty easily in a way. And that's why I think it ended up being sort of a reverse. I don't want to say a reverse double cross, but in the end, it sort of was. But I don't know if it was planned. And I think, again, that's where the failure is. I actually did like the idea of them transforming the doctor into an angel as a way to transport her. I thought that's actually kind of a cool way. Now we know how the angels can get around. They have to turn people into weeping angels to make it out. But it didn't quite sink the landing, but I really enjoyed the tension. I enjoyed the character. I enjoyed, was it Penny? I think her name was, and how we come to find out that she's her, the older self was the lady that was sort of helping her out the whole time, her only friend. So a lot of things to like in this episode. It really felt like I dare say it felt like a Russell T Davies Doctor Who until that last 90s, until that final, division reveal thing. Now, the division is actually, it's been kind of sprinkled throughout the Flux, right? Because Carvanista is one of the other remaining members, and he kind of plays a completely different role of the division. But
and that was a flashback too when they were falling through their time streams.
Yeah,
the Doctor went back to the division mission. Whoever, God, who knows how long ago. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they've been around.
You know, I really enjoyed Ghostbusters Afterlife. I went to see that on Friday, and that was really enjoyable. I mean, it was a lot of nostalgia, a lot of fan service, but it was great, and I heartily recommend it. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it certainly was better than anything Chib's ever written. So yes, if you haven't seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, I recommend you go see it.
There's nothing wrong with fan service. This is the thing. Is like people are just like, oh, it's too much fan service. It's too much peddling to that. There's nothing wrong with that if it's done well. There's nothing wrong with that if the story around it is fine and respectful. Like
it really does do it very well. Good. Better than certain episodes of Doctor Who.
I enjoyed it. I'm
excited to see it. I'm going to see it over the holidays.
You definitely should. The first 50 odd minutes were great. Cast was great. A lot of really cool twists on the Angel. It's just like every episode it's like that first episode was like, oh, kind of interesting. All these threads together. Second episode, okay, still good. Tackled one of the threads. Last week was like, what the hell? And then this weekend just gone was, oh, right, they're clearing one thread. And it just, you end up with more questions than answers. We still don't know what's going on. And, it doesn't help that they dropped the trailer for the next week's episode. Have you seen the trailer for the next week's episode?
I refuse to watch the trailers.
I didn't know if we were allowed to talk about it.
Yep, I do not watch them.
Oh, man. Okay.
Because, this week is going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting to see how this all pins together. I'm wondering if we're looking at a Doctorless episode.
I think we are.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't know where they're taking the Doctor.
To the Division, dude. Duh.
They're taking her to the Division. I will say
when is the Division? Where is the Division? What and why
is
and who? And I mean, did the Division cause the Flux to catch the Doctor? Why are they doing it?
Now that's what I was going to get back to. Was we had not, apart from the mysterious glowing space wall around this town, there was no real mention of the Flux nothing that felt like it was really an imminent threat, I guess. I don't know. Did you guys really, because the Flux was so integral in the first 3 episodes, this has sort of disappeared.
I mentioned this last week, and I went looking, and there's a bunch of people that feel the same way I do. I can't figure out how, like, the Flux was introduced as this universe ending event, right? And when we saw it, planets were exploding and civilizations were being wiped out. And then we got this subplot of love and survival, and this woman who is like so good that she can avoid the Daleks and the Sontarans and the Cybermen, and they're all going to go to war and whatever, on a dead planet. And then the Doctor brings what's his face back to the dead planet. Oh, the Flux did a number here. Like, what the fuck is the Flux? Like, there's no consistency into what it is.
Oh my God, I've just had a thought.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Those are dangerous.
What if they're the Doctor's parents and the unborn child is the Doctor?
From another universe. And they send her through because the Flux destroyed their universe. And they send her through, and the Gallifreyan scientist begins all the experiments, and that's where they learn regeneration from the timeless child.
Man, wait a minute. You're saying Vinder and Bell could be the Doctor's
totally
parents?
Could be. It would be super peak Chib. It would be super peak Chib.
It would be super Chib.
He's already done fuck all with the canon. Like, why not? Why not just show us the parents and do a complete 180 from all the references during the Doctor's life?
Oh, no.
Just sticking a mallet to everything. And I just reiterate, I hope Russell T. Davies is ready with the whole retcon thing.
With the big eraser button?
Well, we find out that, we get Capaldi back for that one shot of him, as he's being regenerated, he gets hit on the head, and he has a dream during regeneration, and that dream was a nightmare.
And the Doctor was in a shower the whole time.
Yes, exactly.
He comes out and he says, "Buy my new album. It's actually really good."
Yeah.
If we could do that with a fresh run for Jodie, I'd be all for it.
Yeah.
Because she deserves. She doesn't deserve to be completely wiped away as bad as.
No, she doesn't. Look, there's a couple of really good aspects that don't deserve to be wiped away, but you've got sometimes when you've got to take out the cancer, you've got to take out some of the surrounding cells.
There you go. Yeah. To make it personal, yeah.
Hey, this is something I've learned. I mean, sometimes you have this collateral damage, and yeah, all the optimism I had dared let myself build up over that first 2 episodes, and even going through this episode of like, oh, I'm kind of enjoying this, gone out the window. And then of course they dropped the teaser image of the January the 1st today.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
And it's basically the TARDIS with, I'm not sure if they're cracks in the TARDIS or if they're scratches, or if it is. I mean, it's a shitty
definitely
Photoshop job.
Yeah, definitely looks like it had somewhere. It's one of those stickers that you put on a car, like the bullet, the bullet holes.
Somebody's basically Fast and the Furious, the TARDIS. If Vin Diesel comes out and says, "I'm the master, it's all about family," I will just shoot my television. Which would
Vin Diesel as the master would be mighty interesting. Well,
the energy level. I've never seen the energy level on this show be so low. Normally, one of us is at least perky or angry or something, and I
think it's the impending realization that
I've been warning you for weeks. I've been warning you for weeks that this is the best Chips has done. Jodie's on point. The new companion's awesome. There's cool mysteries here, but they're gonna fucking tie it all to the Timeless Child, and it's going to suck. And now we got this Division Angel thing, and it's just like, well, and it's drained Marcus. Look at that. It's drained him. I hate when I'm right.
He's so drained he muted himself.
I know. Look at him. He's besides himself. He's just pacing this room. Look at that.
Like he hits it, he's leaving. He's pacing like a tiger inside a cage.
That is a really messed up TARDIS in the teaser image.
It is.
The 22 has the infinity symbol. You catch that?
No, I did not. Oh, geez. That's what I will check. Yeah, so that was. I mean, that's coming January 1st, right? They were. You're showing showing me the image. Oh, I see it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The 22 is shaped like infinity.
Yep. Okay. I see that now.
Yeah, that's how long it feels like until we actually get Russell T Davies back. Fucking infinity.
There it is, right there. Look at that. There's the infinity.
Oh, that's right. Screen share that shit.
But yeah, I mean, well? Anyways. So is the TARDIS being attacked from the outside? Is it attacked from the inside? Is Wolverine on the TARDIS now?
That looks that red looks like it's coming from inside. It looks like
the lights are something's cracking from the
current
inside.
The current season where the TARDIS is just like it had too many curries and Red Bulls and vodkas, and is now just really has a dicky tummy.
Got some bad gas. Before we get to the New Year's show, let's wrap up talking about today's.
There was one other thing I liked. There's two other things I liked. I really, really liked, and I'm sorry, I'm so bad with names. The old gentleman who,
the professor.
Yes, he was awesome.
Yes,
he was fantastic. That actor was great. The character,
Professor Jericho. Great. Professor Jericho. Yeah. He was great.
Professor Jericho.
He had the cool first name. So cool, I can't even remember it.
He was a badass.
Love the guy.
Even Val perked up. She was watching with me.
Spaceship or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. So he was really cool. I liked all of his stuff. I thought he was a nice addition. I wonder if he'll be back next week. And
who knows?
I was annoyed because it seemed weird to me that the crack, like the town was cracked and on the edge and the earth was gone. It was just the universe. And I was like, I thought that, oh man, this is more bullshit Flux stuff. Nobody can decide what the Flux is.
Yeah.
And now the Flux has just torn through 1901 England and ripped it off of the.
It's off of a map. Yep.
But then they explained at the end that that mass of angels all in one place ripped that moment out of time with the quantum replacement or quantum
whatever that is. Quantum.
And I thought that
quantum extraction. Quantum extraction.
That was cool. That was really, really cool. Like you need to get, I don't love the idea of them being division agents or whatever, but okay, if we're going down that road and they have powers and stuff, you have to get your target. So you quantum extract an entire fucking village off of a planet and rip it out of time and hold it there. That's awesome. That was a really cool twist.
Oh,
that
no.
I really enjoyed.
Oh, no. You ready for this one? You guys have played Fortnite, right? Where the map keeps shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. What if the Flux is shrinking the universe around the Doctor to get her into one location so that the Vision can get to the Doctor, and Azure and Swarm are part of the division? Remember, they kept talking about how they knew the Doctor from ages gone, and they're they're part of the division, and they're hunting for the Doctor, and the only way they could do this is to unleash the Flux and basically shrink the map so that it's a battle royale and get all the Doctor's enemies in one location to get her captured. So we find out that Vinder and Bell are her parents. There you go.
This is how Doctor Who comes to Fortnite when it's officially part of the metaverse. Yeah.
You know what? I would not be surprised if in 2 weeks we see the Doctor in Fortnite.
Okay, Marcus, he's gay.
Marcus is.
Oh, well, we see Division fighting them, and the Division, I believe, are the ones who trapped them in stasis. So that part doesn't work, but the rest of it, sure, maybe.
I'm sorry, they sound like contestants on Dancing with the Stars.
Azure
and Swarm. Ploy to get the Doctor on Dancing with the Stars.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Or Strictly Come Dancing, as they call it.
Yeah. Well, gents, we got 2 more episodes left of the Flux season of Doctor Who. I'm very curious to see how it goes. I've up to these 4 episodes, I actually have enjoyed the flow of the plot, because you do have the monster of the week feel with the you have the Weeping Angels this week, and you have the Ood next week.
Where's
apparently
he going?
I don't know, he's just bashing his head.
He looks like one of those birds that you hit the button, like you tap it and then it starts drinking the water.
It's drinking the water and tapping the cube, the F3 button on your laptop.
I really like his shirt. That's a cool shirt.
It's cool. Good shirt. Vote no on Daleks. The very slight little Dalek appearance we had a couple episodes back. But I have been glad that the plot is sort of working together, even though there have been some monsters of the week type of stuff. Chibnall is about the longer storytelling. I do hope this kind of storytelling remains as a part of Doctor Who instead of, go ahead.
I'd like to point out that we are almost 30 minutes into our discussion.
Yeah.
And we barely touched on the fact that there's an entire subplot this episode.
Which was?
Like, they had to, it's so weak that they had to jam it into the credits to remind people to care about it. What the fuck is going on there? What are they doing? Taking out the Marcus's god awful, I hope it's not true theory. For a second.
Parents,
What are they doing?
Parents.
What are they
They're
doing?
Forcing Vinder and Bell and on us, and I don't know. I don't know what
the plot... there was the whole thing. I have so many logistics questions. How are they surviving on a dead planet? Why are they all going to that dead planet? What's the deal with Passenger? Why does Passenger's energy look like regeneration energy? Mm-hmm. How did she see Passenger before? And how do they keep missing each other? It's a dead planet.
there's no place else to go.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I really liked her last week, and I really thought that had a lot of potential. But this week, it just was it was really jarring to go from this scary Angel Village stuff to walking around with her and forgetful white guy, and then
you mean the dude from what was that show, In-Betweeners?
Oh,
if you ever watched that show, it's a great show. Only 2 or 3 seasons.
I don't. Why are the big bads capturing people on a random planet at the end of the universe? And we just gloss over it. It's just, and it was just really, really jarring. Spooky, suspenseful village angel episode, and then that wherever and whatever and why ever that's happening.
Yep. Marcus is done. He's checking out.
His background's amazing. Look at all that TARDIS and Doctor Who merch.
So cool.
That's really cool.
Very neat, very neat. Well, like I said, 2 episodes left. Curious to see where this all goes.
I'm glad we have 2 weeks, the 2 shows left. Yeah. The 2 shows will be done by obviously Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving week we'll have an episode this week, and then episode next week, and we're done till New Year's. So it might just wash the taste. I mean, I'm actually terrified of these last 2 episodes now. I mean, I've seen the trailer. I've seen the trailer for next week, and it should be something that makes me smile because of who they feature. But
made me smile.
Yeah, but it's the impending what if.
Chibnall is something he will use then to just strangle you with it. So yeah, I am now literally bricking, especially with that whole theory of these 2 people being the Doctor's parents. So I just wish I hadn't got that in my head. But yes, so Ghostbusters Afterlife, go watch it.
Ghostbusters Afterlife. If you want to cry at the end, you can definitely cry.
Stay for 2.
Stay for
2 post credits,
or enjoy this episode and turn it off before the
exactly
comes back.
Exactly.
I mean, you're not going to get. That's the thing. There is no climax to the episode. I mean, literally, this episode is another exercise in TARDIS blue balls.
you mean blue boxes? TARDIS blue boxes.
We got Yaz and Dan stuck in 19 or fucking whatever.
One.
And then we've got
but
the Doctor. The Doctor. All right, is now, and they can't help the Doctor because there's this wall, and we've got no clarification on anything. I mean, that's the thing. There has been no payoff at all to anything on any week, and it's just layer. It's like that 7-layer bean dip that somebody brings to every fucking Super Bowl party. That's basically diarrhea, vomit, fucking Cheetos, Doritos, more vomit, smegma, and avocado. You know that one that everybody is like, "Oh, I brought this," and you look at it, you're like, Jesus, it's vomit. And at the end of the day, it's still. I mean, that's what this episode, this season is now playing out to be. We're just having layers upon layers of. My point is that he will not be able to pull off the dismount.
Okay, that was what I was wondering, because we've set up to this point that we're not going to judge it until it's done.
Yeah, we're going to wait.
It seems like episode 4 of 6 was where Marcus said, "This is now too long without any sort of payoff." And
to any sort of payoff, they keep building one of the problems.
They keep building. Yeah. Okay.
I agree. Can't disagree on that one.
Is there going to be, is going to be a Doctor? Is a Doctor going to turn up, press a button, and just reset everything, or is the Doctor willfully letting herself go and be taken away to be an angel because her sonic screwdriver that got hot will melt the stone and let her free again? I just don't think that when we get to episode 6, there's going to be, unless it's a 25-hour episode, given the way Chibnall writes, we won't get any.
Let's hope it's not a Game of Thrones style finale.
That's what we wondered up to this point. We wondered from the very beginning if he would be able to stick the landing, and we had hope that because it was a shorter serial, that he could do it.
A lot of answers need to happen next week. This coming episode,
a lot to do, and only 2 hours to do in it.
Yeah,
unless he's saving the last few major points for the New Year's episode.
No, Flux is supposed to be self-contained, isn't it?
It is, but you know how.
Yeah,
there was an overarching thing with Tennant, though. He was dealing with his war Time Lord thing into those episodes. So who knows if there's a thematic thing they go with post Flux. She's obsessed with her memories. Like that's the biggest thing. It's not her being a dick to her friends. It's not the universe ending as much. It is her memories. And by the way, that shot with them and their brains connected on that gray beach was awesome.
Yeah,
that was really cool. That was really cool. I mean, again, it could end up that we get to the end of this and this entire season is basically the Master having got everybody and put them on fucking brain
thing. And made it the Master.
The virtual reality.
Oh, I would give Chibs every award he wants. If this became a Master Time with Child thing and it was all just in the Doctor's head through the Matrix and like manipulation and stuff, fuck yes, let's go.
I've seen people talking that this is all set in the Matrix, that the Doctor's been trapped in the Matrix.
Let's hope.
Since the start of last season with Spyfall.
Well, let's hope. We don't have very many days to find out of what's going to happen next because we're going to be so loaded up on turkey that we may still be eating leftovers on Sunday. Gents, thank you very much. As usual, it's always great to chat about Le Who, and I look forward to talking next week. Again, you can find us. You got at Sean Norton down there. You got at Dolly Domofsky right here. Mr. Beer, so close. That side, Mr. Beer. You can find him at Annoyed Gamer all over the place, really. It's good to say.
How do you pronounce it? What do we talk about, Dolly? Le what?
Le Who.
Le Who.
Le Who. With that, my friends, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. We'll chat on the next episode of
Happy American Thanksgiving.
We're celebrating Happy Turkey, Happy Holidays.
Happy Turkey, Happy Doctor Who Day.
Happy day where people who were so religiously weird that they were kicked out of Britain and came over here. Happy the holiday that is basically designed to be a cock block for Christmas.
Do they call male turkeys? Are they called cocks? I'm not 100% sure, but potentially. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.